Class 10 Biology, Chapter 3rd Genetics. Good morning, students. Today we will continue the chapter Genetics. And the first topic is sex determination, son or daughter. The sex of the child depends upon the kind of sperm that fertilizes the egg. The egg contains only one X chromosome, but half of the sperm released into the genital tract of the female during coitus are X bearing and the remaining half are Y bearing. It's simply a matter of chance as to what type of sperm will fuse with the ovum. Dear student, in our society, we generally blame females to have either male or female child, but in actual, males are responsible because males possess one X and another Y chromosome, but females contain both X chromosome. So, when the male sex organ and its cells undergoes meiosis, it produces X and Y chromosome. Means sperm either bear X chromosome or bear Y chromosome, but eggs of the female only bear X chromosomes. So when X of the male cells fuse with the X of the female, it will produce female child that contain two X chromosome. But when Y bearing sperm fuse with the egg contain X chromosome, it will produce X and Y chromosome that develops into a male child. So we can say that males are responsible for the production of either male or female child, but it's completely a matter of chance because during coitus male organ releases millions of sperm. Out of millions, only a few can reach to the ovum, and out of few sperms, only one, maybe X or Y, can fuse with the X. That's why it's a matter of chance. But the determination mainly depends on the male parent. Understood, all of you? Now, the next topic is chromosomes, carrier of genes. In the last session, we have discussed, or in the previous chapter, we have studied that chromosomes are the carrier of hereditary characters from one generation to the another generation. But it is not the chromosome, these are the genes that are present in the chromosomes. So, what are chromosomes? Chromosomes are the carrier of genes. So, genes are the specific part or DNA segment of a chromosome that determine the hereditary character or characteristics. Means if you have lot of characters in your body, that characters are expressed as a result of the activity of particular genes in your body. The term gene was coined by geneticist Wilhelm Johnson in 1909. But what is genome? Genome is the full complement of DNA including all genes and intergenic regions of an organism. See the figure here? This is a part of chromosome. This chromosome contains various segments known as DNA segment 1, 2, maybe third, 4 like this. So a chromosome contains various segments. These are the DNA segments, and in between there is a region called intergenic region. We have studied that DNA segments are known as genes, and the full complement of DNA, including all DNA segments, so called genes, as well as intergenic regions, are called genome. Once more, genes are the part of DNA, and genome is the full complement of DNA. Understood all of you? Okay. Now come to the new topic, genes and their alleles. Dear students, in the last session we have discussed about some terms that are character, trait, etc. So what is a character? Any heritable feature is said to be character, means any character that are passed from one generation to the next generation, like height of an individual, pattern of hair, shape of the nose, color of the body. These are called as characters. Here in genetics, these characters are also known as genes, and every character have two alternative forms known as allele. So the topic is genes and their alleles, means it is the character, and each character have two alternative forms known as genes. So see, what are genes and their alleles? Alleles. Every gene has two alternative forms of a character producing different effect called alleles. For example, let's consider one classroom, and in a classroom there are several students, might be 40 to 50. So if we consider one point, that is height of all the students, so this height is said to be character. But all the students are not in similar heights, so it may have two alternative forms, and the two alternative forms means the height of the student may be tall or short. So tall height and short height are the two alternative forms of a character called height. So these two are the allele. These alternative forms or alleles are categorized as dominant allele or recessive allele. So just consider one example. So capital T, small t represents one character, that is height. When division occurs, it divides into two different parts, means it has two alleles, that are capital T and small t. So here capital T always written in capital letter is called dominant allele, because dominant allele always express its character. On the other hand, small t, that is the recessive allele, cannot express its effect when a dominant allele is present. So there are two types of alleles, dominant allele and the recessive. So see, what are dominant and recessive allele? Dominant alleles, the kind of alleles which express itself the kind of allele which express itself regardless of the presence of another allele for a given gene. See how. Suppose this is capital T and small t. This represent one character, and this character have two alternative form. One is capital T that express tall height, another one small t that express short height. So this capital T that represent dominant allele can express itself regardless of the presence of another allele. So this allele is known as dominant allele. Next, recessive. The kind of allele whose expression is suppressed in presence of dominant allele for a given time. Take the similar example. This small t represents recessive allele, and recessive allele cannot express its effect in the presence of dominant allele. Such alleles are known as recessive allele. Recessive alleles only express its effect in the homozygous pair, means when both are in small t. Such homozygous pair can express its effect. Clear all of you? Now, this is a figure of a homologous chromosome. In homologous pair of chromosome, genes are present in the same locus. Means here I have drawn some circles. This circle represent the genes. One represent capital A. On the same side, it also represent in capital A. Both are the alleles, but both the alleles can affect in different way, but both the genes will present on the same locus. So the recessive allele or height among student is short. Understood all of you? Next day we will continue this chapter again. Okay. Have a good day all of you.